And we are back with Final Fantasy VII. And here we are. We've left the city of Mako, and we are on the world map about to continue on our journey. However, before we go to Calm and we continue on, there's a couple of small things that we can do out here on the world map. So first off, let's go to our materials, and let's look for, right here, the enemy skill materia. Yeah. Let's take the elemental off for right now. And give fire to him. Okay, so right here, if we run around in circles, well, not in circles, but in this big, large area where all the Mako has been sucked out, we can come across a certain enemy. Is this it? I don't remember if this is it. I really love just how good the seals are in this game. In my opinion, good steals can make or break a video game. Especially if you're utilizing enemy encounters to build up your equipment. Like the fact that I'm able to have hard edge right now and that Eric is able to have striking staff probably about 10 hours before we can get both those items is absolutely brilliant. And it really makes you feel like you're engaging with the world in a way which is deeper than just fighting enemies, right? They're there for a purpose, and then those enemies become memorable. I doubt these things have anything at all, but... Or should I say, I doubt these guys have anything useful. But we'll still give it a try. Does Sense tell us what they drop? Let's try Sense. Calm Fang, 160 HP. No, it's just weakness stuff. Cloud, my man. There used to be like a thief glove or something in this game. I just realized there's no point in... Oh, perfect. Okay, so they have ethers. Perfect. So what we're looking for is, if you remember the sweepers from, where was the first time that we encountered them? I think it was Mako Reactor 1? Ah, sure. He actually stole sight from us. Yeah, so as you can see, there are some thieves that roam around outside Midgar waiting for unsuspecting victims. There's Calm right there. A far shoot from what has become in the remake trilogy, let me say. Here we are. So we're going to kill one of these. Beautiful. And we are going to start doing the steal. Beautiful. If you notice there, we just got atomic scissors. Again, sorry for using the cheats, but it's just going to speed up the process for me. And since I'm playing this for like the 10th time, and I'm just coming through to re-experience the story before Rebirth and some of the other things, let's see. So, if we want, Oh, we can't equip Barret right now. But basically, the atomic scissors is a really interesting weapon. Tight. Yeah, that's probably what I want. That is what I want. So yeah, the atomic scissors here are a close-range weapon, which is not a gun. It's more so like a claw that he comes and punches into people. Okay. Oh, I messed up. We need to find those enemies one more time, because not only can you steal from them, but they can also use some really interesting stuff. Hey! Darn it. Jerks stealing from us. Oh, Ted, are you kidding me? That's ridiculous. That's actually frustrating. They just stole an elixir from us, which is incredibly valuable. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I think we might just have to run from these thieves from now on. Here we go. Oh, and there we go. We got it. So now if we go to Eric, and we come on down into here, we have learned their own skill, which we can now use against them. Beautiful. So yeah, so in this area alone, you can get one enemy skill and a whole new weapon from Barret before you even step foot into the next main section, which is Calm. And Calm here, I really want to explore Calm, see what makes Calm special. This must be Calm. I wonder if everyone's there already. Let's hurry over to the inn. Let's go, Cloud. Yeah, there's the inn, but I want to explore a little bit. Oh, come on, listen to me. Got anything interesting to say? Thanks to the Mako energy Shinra Incorporated develops for us, everything's more convenient now. Okay, so that's interesting. This is kind of like an older town which is modernizing because of Mako. This looks like some sort of fire or furnace type thing. Maybe now that's no longer useful because of Mako. I heard it was them, what do you call them, that got President Shinra and his son. The famous floating city, Midgar. Just once, I'd love to see it in person. I mean, we walked here in about 30 seconds. It's really not that bad of a walk. Oops. If I'm not mistaken, this is kind of where I started to really fall in love with this game, just because of how much there is. Like, if I'm not mistaken, over here, yeah, look at that. You can open that up, find an ether, thanks to Mako energy. Life's pretty darn convenient, thanks to Shinra. Don't you think? Yeah, you're full of it. But I'd hate to think of what life would be like without Mako energy. Mako energy has made things a lot more convenient, but a lot of plants and animals have been disappearing at a rapid pace. I think the old life was better. Don't you think so? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, sure I'm right. You think so, don't you? Okay, no more items in here. So yeah, this is kind of interesting, hey? How it's really building on this idea of, is it a good thing that we're going to take Mako energy away from everybody, right? Let's see how he feels. Did you say you came from Midgar? I used to live there. but I heard they got lots of troubles lately. Hey, puppy. Why were... Sir, you should not keep your dog in the closet. Just so you know. Just so you know. Nice. I'm more than happy with getting some ethers. Do you know what I just noticed? How beautiful this is? Calm is actually ahead on our way. This is our first town outside of Midgar. Yeah. But you have the guitar in the back, giving it this very rustic village feel. Do 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 do. There was a suspicious-looking man in a black cloak. He was carrying a mean-looking sword. That sounds like our man. Sounds like Sephiroth. My older brother's so stupid. He's so embarrassing. I could just puke. Nice. That's really important. When I grow up, I'm going to be a soldier. That's why I'm training hard now. It's kind of cool that, like, even though Sephiroth's kind of gone and the whole soldier poster boy, because, like, realistically, the three soldiers, or the faces of soldier, was Angeal, Sephiroth, Genesis, and Zack, right? And then by the end of Crisis Core, pretty much all soldiers at that point have diminished. There's no more firsts. As far as we know, there's no more firsts that exist in the world. Cloud's the only quote-unquote soldier first class, right? So it's interesting that there's still kids who are aspiring to be soldier. It's like this layover from previous times. Is it true that Shinra makes monsters? Oh, it's true. Yeah, well, either way, as long as we use reactors, we can't stand up to Shinra. They're not wrong, though. That's what's crazy. It's like, while we're partaking in this, we're willingly handing over power. And it's not that they're so powerful that we couldn't overtake them, but it's that in giving them power, we've created a monster which we can no longer tame. I got my health and enough to eat. All's well. What a content old man. I appreciate it. So it's very blue in here. This is what I'm noticing. These blue spirals, the blue of the roofs, the blue of the signs, the blue window panes, with little hints of green. Right? Which makes sense from what we see on the icon sprite out there. Stay out of the kitchen. Cloud's like, oh, my bad. Me? I used to work in a mine down south called Mithra Mine. But a while back, monsters started appearing. After that, business went to pot, and now I spend the days here drinking. I heard terrorists bombed the Midgar reactor. There have been a lot of dangerous incidents recently. I hate it. I just hate it. Yeah, well, in all fairness, it's not like they have any reason to believe that we are doing anything for good. Oh, that's cool, actually. Look at that right there. You can see castle architecture and a castle wall, which is not at all visible from outside. It's really cool, like, so much of Final Fantasy VII, I just didn't notice the small visual details in the game. And then I go on to other properties such as Crisis Core or Advent Children, and it felt like they were changing things from Final Fantasy VII, but they're not. It's just that they weren't able to express themselves back in this game, so we've lost a lot of what Final Fantasy VII actually is. And in seeing the remake, I think it's helped me look closer at this game and at all the small details. Ooh. I would love one more steel. We already have poison. Those sound really interesting. We got anything really interesting? Ooh, we got a Mithril Saber. Cannonball. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I really love progressively unlocking all the equipment in this game. It's really fun. It's quite possibly one of my favorite parts. Okay, let's meet up with the party. Mr. Cloud? Your party's waiting for you on the second floor. Cloud, you're late. Okay, so I know we haven't been streaming for terribly long. Only about 17 minutes, but I want coffee, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I am very excited to go back through this section, and I'm super excited to see this in the remake. I've seen a little bit of this section in Rebirth, not all of it, unfortunately. Yo, man, you're late. Sorry to keep you waiting. Guess everyone's here now. So, let's hear your story. You know, the one about Sephiroth and the crisis of the planet. Let's hear it all. I used to want to be like Sephiroth, so I joined Soldier. After working with Sephiroth on several missions, we became friends. You call that a friend? Yeah, well, he was older than me, and hardly ever talked about himself. So, I guess you'd call us war buddies. We trusted each other. Until one day... After the war, it was Soldier's duty to put down any resistance against the Shinra. That was 5 years ago. I was 16. It sure is raining hard. Hey, how you doing? I'm alright. I wouldn't know. I've never had motion sickness. Everything okay? Hey. Settle down. They gave me some new materia. I can't wait to use it. Just like a kid. You're going to brief us about this mission. This isn't a typical mission. Good. Why do you say that? I joined Soldier to be just like you. But by the time I ever made first class, the war was already over. My big hopes of becoming a hero like you ended with the war. That's why I always sign up whenever there's a big mission. Kind of a way to prove myself. Say, how do you feel, Mr. Sephiroth? I thought you wanted a briefing. Our mission is to investigate an old Mako reactor. There have been reports of it malfunctioning and producing brutal creatures. First, we will dispose of those creatures, then we'll locate the problem and neutralize it. Brutal creatures? Where? The Mako reactor in Nibelheim. Nibelheim? That's where I'm from. Hometown. Sir, something strange just crashed into the truck. That would be our monster. Oh. What a G. This is so brilliant. It really is, showing just how powerful Sephiroth is right at the start of our journey for him so that we know the stakes. Sephiroth's strength is incredible. He's far stronger in reality than any stories you may have heard about him. So, where do you come in? Me? I was mesmerized by the way Sephiroth fought. And then we reached Nibelheim. How does it feel? It's your first time back to your hometown in a long time, right? So, how does it feel? I wouldn't know because I don't have a hometown. How about your parents? My mother is Genova. She died right after she gave birth to me. My father... What does it matter? All right, let's go. Psst. You keep wandering around here and you'll get in trouble. Being on watch is so boring. You want to do what we always do? Shall we practice? Practice? Oh, you mean practice my pose? Do members of soldiers always have to worry about what others think? How did it go? Was it like this? Good job. I really don't want to be in soldier. The Mako smells pretty bad here. Yo, wait a minute. Isn't that, the name of Sephiroth's mother? I remember Genova. That's that damn headless spook living in the Shinra building. That's right. Barrett, would you please let us hear what Cloud has to say? You can ask questions later. Tifa, I was only... Okay, Cloud. Continue. The childhood friends reunite. I was really surprised with Tifa. It's interesting there. Again, for anybody who is not familiar, this is going to be a spoiler run, where I'm actually reflecting upon the whole story of Final Fantasy VII compilation, as well as giving my hopes for what Rebirth is like and what Rebirth does with these things. So, let's actually, this is a great place to stop. We know for a fact that that whole opening part where we're around Midgard and we're able to fight enemies, that's not going to be how Rebirth starts. At the end of the intermission DLC, we actually see our party of 5, get all the way up into Calm. That tells me that they're likely going to start the story in the Calm flashback that we're going through now. So if I were to guess, they're going to start in the back of that truck that we were just in. Now, here's what I'm really curious about. I'm curious to see what those two soldiers that are with Sephiroth are going to look like. That's going to be fascinating. Also, it's really interesting that Tifa, the reason why she's like, Barry, you need to shut the hell up, is because she's trying to listen in on inconsistencies in Cloud's story. She is not sure exactly what happened in Nibelheim. She only has vague memories of Sephiroth, Zack, and she does not have memories of Cloud. She's very confused, where Cloud seems to think that they interacted all this time. So she's begging Cloud, like, go on, tell me what you know. No, maybe they're afraid of us. We leave for the reactor at dawn. Make sure you get to sleep early. All we need is one lookout. So you others get some rest. Oh, and you may visit your family and friends. I heard Sephiroth was coming, so I brought my camera. I want a shot of Sephiroth and a monster. I don't take pictures of nobodies. Welcome. Hey, aren't you... Have I been here before? I don't remember. Now you're pissing me off. This don't matter, so get on with it. That's funny. I don't know if I've ever actually explored. This is my house. It has nothing to do with what happened 5 years ago. Yo, wait. I want to hear. Me too. It's been a long time, right? Tell us more. You saw your family, right? I don't know if you call it a family. My father died when I was still young. That's why my mom lived alone in this house. Yeah, I saw my mom. My mom, she was a vibrant woman. Hasn't changed at all. But a few days later, she died. But when I saw her, she looked fine. Yes? Cloud? Oh. Welcome home, Cloud. Hi, Mom. Come, let me take a look at you. You look so handsome. So, is this a soldier uniform? Mom, how you've grown. I'll bet the girls will never leave you alone. Not really. I'm worried about you. There are a lot of temptations in the city. I feel a lot better if you just settled down with a nice girlfriend. I'm all right, Mom. You should have an older girlfriend, one that'll take care of you. I think that would be best for you. I'm not interested. Are you eating right? I'm all right. The company takes care of me. Is that so? I know you can't cook. I've been worried sick about you. Cloud? You know Cloud. Isn't that right, Cloud? I'll always be your mother. Let's stop this. Cloud, did you go in my house? Yeah. I thought you might be home. Cloud, did you go into my room? Just kidding, don't get mad. Cloud, we're talking about something really important here. Did you play my piano? Yeah, I jammed on it. And that's the end of my jam session. Thanks for all coming. Professional piano jammer right here. Okay. What's this? Oh, you're with the Shinra. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. It's you, Cloud. I didn't recognize you. Shinra? Shinra? Soldier? Salta? Are you going to kill the monsters? Are you going to... Do your best. Do your best. They're cute. Is this anything up here? I can't help but feel like I remember that chest actually being something later on in the game. Is Shinra here to get rid of the monsters? And who are you? I'm Zangen. I travel around the world teaching children martial arts. I have 128 students all over the world. In this town, a girl named Tifa is my student. Did you say Tifa? Tifa has a good sense. She'll be a powerful fighter. I want to see some Shinra techniques. And if you see anything you can use, you might want to incorporate some of my techniques. Well, good luck. I really hope we get some good Zongen stuff, because in Tales of Two Paths, Zongen is absolutely fantastic. I love Zongen's character. And in the Rebirth flashback, I'm hoping that a lot of this that we are seeing, where it's like Cloud can play with the story, I hope that gets expanded on. I also hope that Zangen's character, in what happens in this flashback, gets expanded on. What are you looking at? This scenery. I feel like I know this place. We have an early start tomorrow. You should get some sleep soon. Yeah, let's get some sleep. I've hired a guide to the Mako reactor. I heard she's young. I hope we can rely on her. Think they'd let me take a picture? If I knew this was going to happen, I would have made mountain climbing off limits. I can't wait to see what that is right there, because that looks like meteor, is what that looks like to me. Once the guide gets here, we're heading out. Listen to me, Sephiroth. In case something happens, trust me. I'll be alright, Dad. I have 2 men from Soldier with me. I'm Tifa. Nice to meet you. Tifa? You're the guide? That's right. It so happens I'm the #1 guide in this town. It's too dangerous. I can't get you involved in this. There's no problem. If you protect her, Let's go. Mr. Sephiroth, please, let me take one picture for a memento. Tifa, can you ask him for me too? Chief! Great. Thank you. I'll give each of you a copy once I get it developed. A Mako reactor was built in Mount Nebel. The cold mountain air of Mount Nebel was the same. It gets harder from here. Follow me. When we saw images of Rebirth, this was so good. The bridge. I love the idea that gravity just doesn't work in this game at all. Nobody dies from fall damage. Everyone seems to be alright. Will we be able to get back? These caves are intertwined, like an ant farm. Oh, and Sephiroth. One person seems to be missing. It may sound cruel, but we've no time to search for him. We can't go back, so we must go on. We'll travel together from here. Oh, it does sound cruel. Thanks, Sephiroth. All to say, let's shut off battles for right now. We don't need Sephiroth to be fighting so much. What's this? A mysteriously colored cave. It must be the Mako energy. This mountain is especially abundant in it. That's why the Mako reactor was built here. Can't wait to see this scene in Rebirth. I know that the scene already exists. I just haven't watched the Junon demo, or I'm sorry, the Calm flashback demo yet. At least in its entirety. Materia. When you condense Mako energy, materia is produced. It's very rare to see materia in its natural state. By the way, why is it that when you use materia, you can also use magic too? You were in Soldier and you don't even know that? The knowledge and the wisdom of the ancients is held in the materia. Anyone with this knowledge can freely use the powers of the land and the planet. That knowledge interacts between ourselves and the planet, calling up magic. Or so they say. Magic. A mysterious power. What are you doing, Tifa? Did you just die? Is she twirling her finger in the Mako? That seems like a bad idea, Tifa. No matter whatever you're doing, stop it. Did I say something funny? A man once told me never to use unscientific terms like mysterious power. It shouldn't even be called magic. I still remember how angry he was. Who was that? She was a walking mass of complexities. Of complexes. A Mako fountain. So this is where the knowledge of the ancients is. We finally made it. Sure took the long way though. Tifa, you wait here. I'm going inside too. I want to see. Only authorized people are allowed in. This place is full of Shinra's industrial secrets. But take care of the lady. Man. Better take real good care of me then. Yeah, more Shinra being completely and utterly unsafe in their reactors. Yeah, let's just climb down some chains as we're floating hundreds of feet above liquid life. These are like eggs. This is Genova, right? It won't open. This is the reason for the malfunction. This part is broken. Cloud, close the valve. Why did it break? Now I see. Hojo. But doing this will never put you on the same level as Professor Gast. This is a system that condenses and freezes the Mako energy. That is, when it's working correctly. Now, what does Mako energy become when it's fully condensed? Oh yeah, it becomes materia. Right. Normally, the Hojo put something else in there. Take a look. What is that? Normal members of soldiers are humans that have been showered with Mako. You're different from the others, but still human. But what are they? They've been exposed to a far higher Mako degree than you. Is this some kind of monster? Exactly. It is Hojo of Shinra that produces these monsters. Mutated living organisms produced by Mako energy. That's what these monsters really are. Normal members of Soldier. You mean you're different? Hey, Sephiroth! No. Was I created this way too? You saw it. All of them were humans. Human? No way. Ever since I was small, I felt I was different from the others. Special in some way. But not like this. I didn't really understand what Sephiroth meant then. I was even more surprised that Shinra was producing monsters. Damn Shinra. The more I hear, the more I hate him. Who would have ever thought that the Mako reactor held such a secret? And that would seem to explain the increase in the number of monsters recently. I think we should listen carefully to Cloud. Don't you think so, Barrett? we're going to save the game and rest. I have to go grab my kiddo. So this has been One Beach Gaming. I've absolutely loved playing this game with you guys. Thank you for watching, and we will continue on very soon. Thanks for watching, and have a great